Everybody, welcome back to this week's real estate market update. And yes, my man Chad Lummus is back with us. It's been a while.
It's been a few months, yeah.
It has been, man. We have been out, obviously, with the holiday season. It was busy, as you can imagine. But, you know, our man Chad might have had some surgery.
Yeah.
So you want to tell the crew what you had to go through here?
Yeah. So, yeah, I've been struggling with some
Today, Junior? Debilitating.
Yes, thank
debilitating.
you. It's affected my speech as well. So, back pain for about 2 years now, and finally got in for some surgery, which was a lateral lumbar fusion. So they instead of coming through the back, they come in through the side, which has its pros and cons. So
it just sounds bad.
But recovery is a lot quicker than the traditional through the back. So.
Yeah, so a lot of pain, a lot of nerve pain that you were dealing with right there.
Yeah.
And, but we're on the up and up.
Yep.
You're feeling better every single day.
Exactly, yeah.
Right? So
going in the right direction.
Yeah, so we got our man Chad back. We were excited about not only having him in the back in the seat, we got more comfortable seats, as you can tell here too. A little bit of a different environment as well too. We decided to move the studio, our podcast studio, into the gym. I mean, what better place than in the gym, right?
This is a great place.
Yes. So
I certainly miss it.
I know. We got to get you back in, dude. But the fact is you're on the up and up.
Yeah.
You're on the mend.
I am.
All right, so speaking of on the mend, we're going to talk about like what's going on in the market, because the market's a little bit on the mend as well too. You know, I mean, we dropped off at the end of the year nationally. We kind of started slow at the beginning of this year as well too, but we're seeing some trends.
Yeah, you had mentioned earlier, you read somewhere that as a whole, collectively, it's been slow for everyone.
Yep. Across the country. Yep.
Yeah, but we have statistics that may counter that.
I know, and that's the thing. It's always good to know. I mean, it's good to know the national statistics, but it's really good to know your local statistics as well too. So, but that's why you're paying attention to, right? So Chad's going to give you market updates here in our Casper area, and I'm going to give you some market updates nationally, what's going on, and we'll see if they're conflicting with each other or they're actually on the same line. So,
okay.
National, local, what do you want to do?
Let's go national.
All right, national. Here's what we got. We got 635,000 active homes on the market. That's about 3% off of what we had last year. So we're still pretty close to where we were at. We also have pending sales. Now, you might hear some headlines saying like, "Oh my gosh, the worst start to real estate in years." Well, I mean, technically that's true, but honestly, we're off very minimal. We're like about 2.5 to almost 3% off than we were at last year. So it's not that bad. Interest rates climbed at the end of the year.
Yep.
The good thing, here's the thing that I want people to pay attention to, is that how do you think interest rates are actually going to decrease? Well, the market has to have some decrease to it as well too, right? So we are hearing evidence that the Fed is looking to go up towards three price adjustments in those rates going down. And so that's an exciting opportunity, I think, in the future for real estate.
For sure, yeah. And interest rates have dropped a little bit since, not much, but
yeah,
they've dropped and kind of held steady closer to that 6% mark.
Yeah, exactly. So I know that it feels like there's a little bit of pain and a little bit of suffering in that, but to be honest with you, the market is still very healthy. Not a lot of competition out there, and obviously the buyers are just kind of holding off a little bit as well too, but there's still a ton of activity, and I'd love Chad to talk about what's going on locally.
Yeah, so I compared the first 2 months of this year to last year. That doesn't really tell us everything as a whole, but we'll see how we started out. And so number of units sold this year was 133. Last year at this time was 113, so we increased by 20.
There you go.
All right.
We're bucking the trend here, so that's good.
This is a good one, volume. Last year, 38,815,000. This year, 48,625,000.
Whoa!
So that means we've had a lot of higher end solds the first couple months than last year.
Now, is this including is it just residential?
This is just residential, single family, yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I do know the commercial sector has actually picked up as well too, specifically. So
that's great. Average sales price last year, $343,500. This year, $365,600.
Wow.
So that's another indication that the higher end did
Yeah.
much better this first couple months than last. And then the medium sales, this is kind of the sweet spot. There's several sweet spots. This is the sweetest spot. Okay. Last year, the sweet spot was 300,000. This year, 305,000.
Okay.
So if you are in that 300 price range,
Yeah.
that's where you want to be. So.
Yeah. Awesome, man. All right. So there you go. We are conflicting against what's going on nationally, but as you guys know, we kind of do this like on a regular basis, to be honest with you.
Casper does not usually follow the national trends. Let's just say that.
So we're actually trending what we typically do when it comes to the national markets right now.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
Well, I tell you what, we are excited about what's going to happen here. I think in 2025, there's a lot of great opportunities that are out there. We are already, like I said, we're talking about interest rates being adjusted, so that's affordability factors are going to help out as well too. And I know that there's just a lot of great talk with business owners about expansion and growth this year. So a lot of positive things are happening. Yeah, of course, there are things that are adjusting.
Yeah.
And there's a little bit of nervousness in certain sectors. I get it. But I think the overall sense is people are very excited about what 2025 is going to bring.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
All right, man, Chad, it is good to be back in
Yes.
the seat with you.
Yeah, it's
a little
awesome.
a little more comfortable. Love the environment, man.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you're mending, dude. We were all obviously praying for you. So,
Yeah.
if you guys want you do just drop Chad a good thumbs up right there, or some big, we can do the high fives, like the big high hail praise, whatever like that. So.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Middle finger too works.
We could do that as well too. All right, guys. Hey, thanks so much for joining us on yet another episode, the first episode of 2025, the weekly real estate update. We will see you every week from here on out.